the tax deadline approaches, I bet there's still a whole lot of people who haven't even thought about filing their taxes. Well, we may want to call them procrastinators, those people who wait till the last minute to do everything, not just their taxes. Joining us now to talk about why people procrastinate and how to avoid it is Psychologist to the Stars, Dr. Greg Cason from Los Angeles. Dr. Greg, thanks for being here. We love that you drive all the way from Los Angeles to talk to us, and today we're talking procrastination.
Today we're talking procrastination. Yes, did you know 1 in 5 people actively procrastinate?
I would have thought it was more.
You would think it's more, as I joke, that maybe the rest couldn't get around to filling out the survey. But the bottom line is about 1 in 5 people. It's a very common problem. Certainly with taxes, I'm sure it's about more. But there are probably 4 types of procrastinators. And so people sometimes don't know if they're really a procrastinator. One type is really the thrill seeker, the person who just likes the rush of waiting until the last minute. Another type is what I call the chill seeker. They just want to avoid all the problems. They don't want to be around someone who, around any kind of problems. But another is an indecisive person, and this is a very common form of procrastination. This is the person who can't really get around to doing things because they don't really want to take the responsibility of the outcome. So they're not sure if they want to put their foot in the pool, so to speak.
Okay.
And some people are just rebellious. We all know this type. If you assign them a task and they say no, and they fold their arms and just say no.
So why do people procrastinate to begin with, aside from maybe they're thrill seekers, chill seekers, or indecisive people?
You know, it does boil down to really basically 2 different reasons. One is equating your performance with your personal worth, thinking that somehow what you do is going to be judged by, who you are is going to be judged by what you do.
A lot of people think that, yeah.
A lot of people think that, and that's really a problem that leads to procrastination. And a related problem is perfectionism. A lot of people think they have to do everything perfectly or they're not a perfect person. And that perfectionism does lead to procrastination. But an even bigger one is probably is low tolerance of discomfort. The people who procrastinate often just don't want to get around to doing this. We all knew this in college. You didn't want to do the research for the paper. You didn't want to spend the weekend in the library. You didn't want to read that chapter. So you just don't do it, and you say, well, I'll do it tomorrow. And this is what a professor of mine used to call time optimism disorder. When you have time optimism disorder, you think you have all kinds of time the next day to complete the task.
I like that. I like that.
Yes.
All right. To do for the long run, what do we need to do?
Well, the first thing in the long run is just to make a schedule. Make a schedule and keep to it. Believe it or not, that is one of the most important things, and that very activity has been helps procrastination the very most. But most people who make schedules who are procrastinators don't always keep to them. So number 2 is keep to your commitments, no matter what they are. And that helps you even when you're trying to, even when you're have on your schedule to do something you don't want to do, you do it anyway, and that helps you develop the tolerance to be able to get through it. And a third is to practice good enough, the good enough principle, that even if you can't do a perfect job, that you're okay with doing it good enough. If you can do it 80%, that's probably good enough.
Okay. All right. So that's for the long run. How about for the short run?
Yeah, for the short run, especially taxes coming up, we need to put everything out. There's actually a method we can do, and we'll even cut it down even further. One is to make a long list of everything you have to do. Take that long list, write all those items on 3x5 cards. Make 3 different files. One is to very important things you have to do right now. One is somewhat important, and one is you can't wait. Put the cards in the different files, and then take out the 3 most important from the very important file, lay them out, and just only do those 3. Don't work on anything else. You are forbidden now from working on anything else, and just stick with one and keep working on the first one until it's done.
And is it just in one whole day that you get all this done, or do you give yourself a certain amount of days?
Good luck getting all 3 done in one whole day. That's a problem with a lot of procrastinators. They try to do everything at once and get nothing done. If you can probably get 1 or 2 things done, you've probably gone a long way.
Okay, so it says here, set up a reward system.
And that may be the most important thing you can do. I actually really believe in reward systems. A lot of people think the relief of getting the thing done like the taxes done is enough of a reward. That isn't enough. You've actually got to set up some kind of reward. I actually believe in rewarding yourself. This is with something you would normally do anyway. This is what we call mom's principle. It's such as eating your vegetables before you go out to play, or doing your homework before you watch TV. So if you can just do that, so instead of, don't allow yourself to watch TV or to do email or to use the internet until you're done with the first task, and that will actually help you go through. Also having stars or some kind of other reward toward a future event, but never reward yourself with food, people, or obligations, because those are things that we want to have in our lives that we don't want to make contingent upon an activity.
Oh, okay, so we're going to have them regardless, or we have to have them regardless.
You have
like
to have food regardless, and don't reward yourself with people or relationships.
Okay, and that would be the second best. The worst rewards, as you mentioned, are the food, people, and obligations. Okay, I just wanted to go through that again. Wow, and so do you find that a lot of people, especially now during tax season, is just...
Look, I've been there many times. For taxes, just to me, is one of the worst things to do, and I hate gathering all it together, so I know what it's like. But yes, you just have to, because we all have to do taxes. It's all due April 15th, or at least you have to file an extension. It's important to just sit down and do it. And again, if you can cut out, let's say you just sit down tomorrow afternoon and you just cut out all the things you would normally do, like TV, internet, and email for 4 hours and worked on your taxes, you'd probably get a tremendous amount done. Don't allow yourself to do anything else. So if your kids come in, of course, attend to your kids. Of course, do things you would normally have to do, but just focusing on the activity will get it done for you.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of picking up the phone and getting stuff done. Once you start, then it's easier, I think.
Once you start, then it's easier. And in fact, everyone will tell you who has big tasks to do, they'll do everything else before they get the task done. In fact, people who have really big projects will often say they've never had to clean their house because they'll clean their entire house before they'll sit down and do the thing they have to do, like doing the taxes.
My mom used to call me the woman of tomorrow because I would always say it in Spanish, I'll just do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, mañana, mañana,
so,
yes.
Yeah, mañana, mañana, mañana.
Yes.
So I can relate. I definitely can. All right, we want to give everyone your phone number and information in case they have questions or want to talk to you, because you're such a great person to talk to. So easy. So there's a number on your screen. Why don't you go ahead and tell us that, and your website, Dr. Greg.
My telephone number is 310-652-0031, and the website, you can go easily to drgreg.com.
And people can just call you and talk about anything?
They could just give me a call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
It's as easy as that.
Well, listen, we so appreciate you coming from Los Angeles to talk to us. I think it's great.
Thank you.